The plan when I left Tennessee was to move to Houston to live with a friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine. The plan was to live with her and to go to school and to start a new life. A few weeks later, Harvey hit, devastated. She lost her home. I lost my home. I had to figure out where I was going to live. And my only option in Houston was my father, who had not been in my life since I was 7 years old. I was very skeptical about moving in with him. So while I was living with my father, tensions rose and rose and rose until it came to a head. And a physical altercation happened between me and his girlfriend. That was when everything went downhill and I became homeless with my 3-year-old daughter. The process was very long to get into Gracewood. I waited for a phone call. I was very anxious. But once I got the phone call that I got in, I was ecstatic. So once I moved in, I didn't have much, but Gracewood was there to pick up all the pieces for me. They made it so easy for me to transition from the homeless shelter to Gracewood. My daughter did see the altercation that happened between my dad's girlfriend and me. And I felt like I was ignoring it until I came to Gracewood. And they offered counseling, not only for me, but for my daughter. And I found out that she needed it. She saw something, she hadn't coped with it, and I hadn't realized that it was affecting her. I was happy that she made friends so quickly at Gracewood, and she was comfortable, which was very important to me. She made friends, a little girl by the name of Zaya, best friends. And it just coincidentally, they shared the exact same birthday. So they're thick as thieves. The future. I'm coming up on my 2-year mark in June. I've accomplished so much here at Gracewood. They have set me up to be a better person. They've set me up to be closer with myself, closer with God, closer with my child. They've helped me realize what I'm capable of. I've gotten my EMT certification while at Gracewood. I also will be graduating with my associate's degree while at Gracewood. I also will have saved tremendously once I leave Gracewood. The plan is set, and all I have to do is keep going down that same path.
My name is Therese, and I am the mama bear of Mario and Aviana, who are 5-year-old twins. What was happening a lot as they were getting older is that my husband abused me and my son, and not my daughter. And what happened with our daughter is she would stand in the doorway and imitate him. Imitate what he was doing, saying how his hand, he'd always bang his hand above our heads to frighten us. She would imitate it to protect herself so that he's not going to turn on her. And it was in that time that I heard about Gracewood. And I remember the day we came in, I couldn't stop crying, but my son jumped up on the bunk bed up at the top and he laid his arms out just like this as if he was flying. I just remember it was like he was flying. And he said, "Thank you, Mommy, thank you." And I knew no matter how hard it was for me to have to make that kind of a decision, I didn't want to have to leave our home. I wanted it to be different. And I felt centered. The first and most important thing that was offered to me was the counseling. The structure that they provided and the steps that we went through, they not only made me feel centered and helped me put everything into perspective, it made me feel normal. To feel normal again, to feel like I was the right choice, that God chose me to be their mom. I needed to come here to get that. I don't know if I would have gotten that. They helped me work with building up my resume again, getting out with doing interview skills, doing interview questions, and getting back out into the community and help boosting me and encouraging me when I was there. And even though I've moved on and graduated from the program, I don't feel separate. If I need food, I'm able to come once a month and access and get food. If I'm in need of clothes or I'm going for an interview or something different, I can call up and come and get clothing. Being at Gracewood helped me get a job that I really, really loved. And I am working with the school district and I work with children who have learning difficulties, and I teach. This year at Christmas, I'm out in my own home a year. My mom said my eyes look bright again. And that was the first time she had said that.
My name is Margot, and my daughter's name is Zaya. My daughter and I moved to Houston back when she was still just a baby, and we moved in with my sister so that I could continue school and work to get a better education, to have a better life for me and my daughter. Abruptly, I was asked to leave and given a 3-day notice. I had worked so hard for all that I had gained, and I didn't want to let it go. I knew that if we moved back to Dallas, nothing would be different. So I needed to stay, and I needed to continue what I was doing. I was considering us living in my car. I found Gracewood, however, doing an online search. I knew once I got off that phone call, even though I wasn't guaranteed a spot at that time, I felt peace. They called me and told me that I was in. And I cried. And I can't drive and cry at the same time, so I had to stop my car, of course. And I celebrated with my daughter. We are in. We did it. We're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. We don't have to quit. We can make it. What Gracewood helped me do was look at my money, see where it's going, make plans for my money, which is something that was completely foreign to me. They even offered counseling. I'm glad that they gave me a gentle push to do counseling because I quickly warmed up. I see the benefits of it, and I love my counselor, and they are so supportive and so helpful. I graduated from Texas Tech University with a degree in multidisciplinary studies with a specialization in elementary education. I am now working for HISD as a 5th grade teacher. My daughter and I will be graduating from the program. I feel like we're really prepared for our lives outside of Gracewood. I feel like I have the knowledge and the skills that I need in order to make sure that I am able to take care of the two of us. I want people to know that what Gracewood does for mothers makes a difference. It makes a difference in our lives. Without the staff and my friends here and the children here, all of their love and support, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have achieved the goal that I wanted for myself without all of them.